You ever get asked a question and you're like, not a clue? In the future, how will we tell time? Now let's start with here on Earth. We already have trouble telling time. We have time zones. We have watches that can be set to the wrong time. We have international date clocks that are slightly off from, let's say, the clocks that are in satellites because of relativity. They're moving so fast that their clocks go slower, so you have to speed them up. Anywho, in the future, there's only one way we can tell time, and that's to ignore it completely. We just have to establish that shit happens, shit will continue to happen, and it'll continue to happen on a relatively steady pace. Now, when people say, hey, what time is it? Where? For what? There are all these questions. These are questions that have plagued me. These are questions that if someone were to ask me to record a video on, I might lose my shit. Anywho, the idea behind time is that we wanted a way of telling one moment from another. Well, I can tell you right now, this moment is different from the moment that happened before me, only because my mom tells me to. But there are clocks, there's ticking, there's ways of telling one moment from the next beyond just your experience, and ways of talking about it. However, if we were going to talk about time as a full standard, how would we tell what time it is? We wouldn't. We would have everything being relative to something near it, and then have those times relative to each other. I mean, there are certain things that move at a very particular rate. We can use time based on the speed of light. We can use time based on the flipping of a hydrogen atom. But instead, I think the best way we tell time is based on what episode of Friends is currently airing on whatever syndication it's on. Because at that point, you'll know it's Tuesday night, it's 9 o'clock, and the person next to you is probably snoring louder than you want. I think the real way we'll tell time in the future is that it will be irrelevant. Life will cease to care about how time passes. Eventually, biology and technology will become one, and the only way we'll need to know what time it is based on which episode of Friends we're burning on the pile of bad episodes of Friends. Hi. If you like these videos, cool, weird, and you have some sort of prompt you would like me to respond to, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you hate me, feel free to leave those too. I mean, like, if my face just makes you want to, by all means.